Welcome to Essential Style. So I've been tying my shoes in a specific way for quite a long time now, and what it does is it helps your shoelaces rather, just kind of fall nice and evenly like that, as opposed to like this, where you could see this, the way this shoe is laced. You see how loops, they don't fall nice and symmetrical. They're kind of going diagonal across here. On the right shoe, I have them tied so that it just falls nice and even. And if you watch a bunch of my videos, you probably noticed that a lot of my shoes, most all of my shoes are lace ups. I have a couple of slip-ons. I always tie my shoes like this. I never tie them like this. Been doing it for at least 5 years. It just helps them fall nice and symmetrical, just the side nice and even. And I also do an extra thing that helps them almost never ever come untied. We're going to talk about how you can tie your shoes so that they look more like this and not like this, and that extra step that you can do when tying your shoe so that untied laces are a thing of the past. Let's do it. Let's go ahead, put our untied shoes on. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to start tying it the traditional way that everyone ties it, and then on this side and on this shoe I'm going to tie it the way that I do it so that it sits nice and symmetrical and doesn't ever come untied. Alright. Everyone knows that, right? Now, traditionally you take the two bunny ears and go over, under, around, and through, right? Everyone knows how to do that, right? Now, this is a very weak knot. So what you typically do is you then double knot it, right? Okay. So that's how it looks if you double knot it. Doesn't look as bad when it's double knotted, but again, you got this big ugly knot right here. They still kind of sit crooked. All right, now I'm going to do this one. Okay. Start off with that same. Now, for this one, on the right shoe, the first time I went like that. We're going to not go this way. We're going to go this way. That's step number one. So before, this is what we were doing, to be left like that. We're not going to do that this time. We're going to take it, and we are actually, again, we're not going to go this way, we're going to go this way. And now look at the way it just sits. Which one do you think looks better? You guys can see that a little bit better. What do you think? Okay? That's number one. We're really just reversing what we normally do. Instead of taking the laces and go that way, we're just reversing the rotation of how we tie the laces. So instead of, most people have heard over, under, around, and through, it's more of an under, over, around, and through. We'll untie the right shoe and show you guys again. Again, everyone's taught to go like this. The right side, the part in your right hand, goes under the ear, the bunny ear, the loop in your left hand, and it comes up and around and above it to be left with this mess. So again, you start off with that simple knot, make the loops. Instead of going that way, we're now going to take this one and go up, over, and under it. And it goes like that. Now, if you've got that, there's one more thing that I do, because this knot is good, but the laces on these shoes are still kind of long. I think it just makes it a little bit easier to work with longer laces, especially doing this knot. I'm going to show you guys what I do. Now, take that simple knot. Now pay attention. We go one. Now instead of, let me make them bigger so you can see. We go, now we're not going under with the right side. Your right hand's going over. You're pulling it like that, right? Now this bunny ear, this loop right here, was in our left hand. We're going to take this and do the same thing. So now we're left like that. I don't know if you can see the difference. Probably not. Can you see the difference? So again, try it again now that we're nice and close. Take the bunny ears, we make the loops. After our simple knot, we go over with our right hand, not under, over with our right hand, loop this loop through, and we do that again with this one. And we are left with you see how there are two little pieces of the lace going around? That's what you want to be left with. That's what's going to make your laces nice, symmetrical, but also never come untied. Never say never, but they'll never come untied. I also wanted to show you guys on a pair of dress shoes. It might be easier to see, especially these are more rounded laces. So again, make that simple knot. Make your loops, right? Go that way. We're pushing it through that way, right? And then we're pushing this one and doing that again. Now this may be easier to see. You see how you have this and this right here? That is what we're going for. Again, I'll show it to you again. Take it. Now, normally we take the two bunny ears, the two loops, and we go in a, what is this? Counterclockwise rotation. And we're left like that. But that does not look as nice, especially on a dress shoe. So the first step is we're going to, instead of taking the bunny ears and going this, we're going to go the reverse way, and we're going to take this bunny ear and put it through. But we're also going to take the other bunny ear and do the same thing to be left with those two pieces right here. Again, if you want a more, if you're wearing nice dress shoes like these and you want a more subtle, more easier knot, you could just tie your normal knot, make your two bunny ears, and just go like that. And that is what you're left with. A little bit easier of a knot to tie. It's just one simple motion. Now you can probably see that on this shoe, you can see you got one. Over here we have one, but on this one, you see how we have two? This knot you'll probably be okay with. This just gives a bit of extra security, and like I said, in the past 5 or more years, I've been using this knot, and I have never had my shoe come untied in the past 5 years. The only time I tie more knots is if I have really long laces, or if I'm riding my bike and I don't want my laces to be jumping around, especially on the shoes I was wearing before, especially on these shoes. A lot of times I'll just tie this one. I'll do a double knot a little bit more for that, just so it's not getting caught in the chain of the back wheel. So there you go. That's how to do it. I hope this helped. I definitely think that you should give it a shot. Try tying your shoes like this. Feel free to watch this video. There's other videos. There's also I learned this years ago on the internet before I was even on YouTube. This is pretty decent. It's good. It's nice, streamlined. It's sophisticated. It's not going to get caught in your pants. This, I think, should be a staple knot. A lot easier to tie, and you should pretty much just set it and forget it, and you're good to go. They sit nice and asymmetrical. This is how I tie all my shoes all the time. So give it a shot. I'm sure you're going to be satisfied with it. That's going to do it for this one, everyone. Thanks so much for stopping by. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Have a great week. See you soon. Bye.